Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Tuesday, August 20th. So we just had the Aquarian full moon. We are now in Pisces energy, moon in Pisces, which is my natal moon. So it's been an interesting day. And I'm getting this repeated message about two things. Some sort of toxic aggression that may be some sort of trigger or response to people who are stepping into higher identity, a higher purpose, and leaving behind their old self, their old ways. Essentially, what I'm getting is that those that are desiring to leave behind toxic behavior and really step into something purposeful in their life are receiving some kind of backlash from those that benefited from their toxicity. And so there's this struggle. I'm hearing battle for between the light and the dark. And this may be difficult for some people to handle, to navigate. And so I'm going to pull some cards and talk about what comes out. We are going to start with the Star Code Astro Oracle. And the reason I'm starting with this is because there's great importance on the sun's activity right now, which is quite excitable. The sun is very, very active. It is blasting the earth with solar winds, solar forces, these solar flares that are bringing plasma towards the earth in some very aggressive bursts of energy. Now, what that is energetically and how it relates to our evolution is that it's bringing in new information and it's revealing toxicity in some way. I also have been seeing evidence of objects flying into the sun. Now, I'm not sure what that is, but the feeling that I get is that there is some kind of magnetic pull that the sun has, and it's drawing these things in to remove them from the atmosphere, much in the same way as antioxidants in the body remove free radicals from the system. And every burst of solar energy towards the earth is this sweeping evaporation of toxic material. At least that's how it's being shown to me. But there is this moment of exposure when it comes to those that seek to harm, disillusion, control, feed off of other people. Okay, so, oh my God, and I cut straight to climate. Yes, climate. Climate is a thing. So I'm just going to see what comes out, and then I will direct this reading towards that message. All right. Okay, Spirit, what is the message for this evening? 20 represents judgment, represents awakening, it represents rebirth. Today's the 20th. There could be a lot of people that are experiencing or have experienced very recently a dark night of the soul, where their darkness eclipses their light. And it is that way purposefully to reveal and hearing their truth. Okay. Let's just see. Let us just see. Wow. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have 8th house mystery. I love that. I love that. What do I have in my 8th house? Gemini. Communication. Interesting. We have the skull here. Which would represent death. So the cards that came out, very, very interesting. First, we have Uranus, change. Then we have solar flares. '17, activate. 17 is the star energy. Aquarius energy. Okay. So something is being activated here. Something is changing. And then this last card is Venus. Beloved. Number 21. 21 is a number of completion. We have the bee here. This is abundant. This is the end of a cycle. And there's beauty in this. Uranus is sudden change. Solar flares are sudden. Interesting. So there's something, well, I think we've been talking about that actually, is things coming to completion and new cycles beginning. This is a new chapter that is quite literally a new version for many people. A new way of communication, a new way of, I'm hearing a new wave of consciousness. A new way of loving, or a new understanding of what is truly purposeful. Beloved represents, well, it's typically used when addressing a life partner, or a child, something that is sacred and held. Okay, so I'm going to get some of these cards. Gaia Oracle deck. Side note, this was the first deck that I ever received years ago from my late mother, whom reminds me of a dove. I'm sorry. This eye, my right eye, has been feeling the pressure or the intensity of the energy, and the blood vessels in my eye, thank God it looks better today, yesterday, completely bloodshot. And I wasn't the only one within my proximity that was experiencing this. The pressure of the energy that we are receiving and or experiencing, frontal lobe and occipital lobe, pineal gland, is so intense that it's actually rupturing the tissue of the vein, which is like, that's crazy. It's intense. So bottom of the deck, we have healing, number 33. Beautiful. Reconnecting with your true nature. Okay, so this feels very much like a coming home. This is like the completion of the facade for many people, and the bringing forward of the authentic soul manifested physically as you. Okay, but let's see. Let's just see. And the sun is very much an active participant in this. It is burning away that which is no longer needed. And the other thing I thought of when I saw the objects flying into the sun was all these satellites that have been launched recently or over the last year. I have a sneaking suspicion that the sun is removing them, at least partially. We'll see. To restore harmony. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to cut the deck. Oh my goodness. We have apprehension. Number 18, which is the moon energy, which is the fear. And under that is, wow, The sun, the chain of suns, the evolution of information. So our sun, the one that we see in the sky, is actually the bottom of a set of two higher suns above it. And what happens is that this highest sun receives and emits information, which breaks it down to this second one, which is the star Sirius, also known as our spiritual sun, which then sends that information to the sun that we see in the sky at in a more digestible form, and our sun sends it to us to evolve us. Okay? Earth changes, climate change, transformation. Okay. Let me just hold this so you can see it. If that is not perfection, wow. Okay. So these are just bottom of the deck, but I mean, this is perfect. Apprehension. So this is the doubt and fear, or the nervousness around representing your authentic self. Moving out into the world in this more vulnerable state, but it is what is being called for. This is the time that we are in. The first card that I cut to in this deck was climate change, and it literally says that on this card. Interesting. Okay. So let's see what messages come out from this deck besides those two. Wow. Okay. We have number 6, the search. Feeling lost, confused, and lonely. With the sun behind her. Now this card in 6 represents the beloved, or unconditional love. Okay? Interesting. So the search talks about searching for what you believe you are missing. So in this particular context, this would be love of some kind, or purpose, or fulfillment. Meanwhile, the entire time, what you are seeking is already within you. It's already supporting you. You just don't know it yet, because maybe it's new. Maybe you're stepping into a new version of yourself where there isn't this clear identity, staring you in the face. Maybe you're searching for that new name. I'm hearing someone may be changing their name, but it's that next version of you. How are you going to present yourself now in this new and evolved way, package, persona? And you may possibly be feeling lost. You may be searching for answers outside of you, somewhere, in other people, in other things, maybe in the old things that you used to connect with, and you're no longer feeling a connection there. And so it's confusing. Seeking answers. The temptress on the bottom, which is the devil. 15, which also equals 6. Okay? Now, it says on the bottom of this, seduction, deceit, a broken promise. So what I'm hearing is they lied to me. Maybe you were sold a dream or an idea that was an illusion. And maybe the clarity of the sun is exposing the truth of it. And it is not what you were told it was going to be. And there's pain here. There's this sense of, oh my God, perception on the bottom of that. Beyond the veil of illusion. Exactly. Okay. So there's clarity coming in around something that you believe to be one way, and it is in fact a very different way. And my sense is that it was sold to you as this wonderful thing that is in fact turning out to be dark and sinister and depleting. It's at your expense, I'm hearing. Loss of love, loss of faith, maybe. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for fulfillment in locations where you do not belong, which is becoming more and more clear. Exactly. Number 26. Perception still on the bottom. Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. Okay. So that is interesting. And again, the sun, this clarifying force that is illuminating toxicity in your world and in your being. Okay, so now I'm hearing it's not necessarily within you. It is like the clothing that you put on. And now I'm being told that that's why this feminine is naked. That's why she is perceived to be vulnerable, because she has taken off the robes of illusion. She's taken off her clothes. She's removed the lies. And maybe she doesn't know who she is in this state. But the sun is shining behind her. Very, very interesting. Oh, and again, these two. We have 12, Sacred Heart, that energy of the beloved. Passion, love, spiritual communion. Communion. being in communion with spirit and love. 12 represents integration. And again, the sun, thinking of you. So there is this energy of support coming from the sun. Like, yes, it's showing you the lie, which hurts. You don't like it. You feel betrayed, probably. And then it's showing you how it was never you to begin with, though. So it's really not a loss, if that makes sense. Beyond the veil of illusion. Something about it was never the truth. Whatever this is pertaining to, it was a lie from the beginning. Just because you believed in it didn't make it true. And the fact that it's being shown as a lie now, it's like it seems shocking, but it's not actually, because you have always been you. Your truth has always been there within you. Interesting. 39, 12, 29, 11. Interesting. Okay. Let me get you one more. Okay. Thank you. Of course. Okay. Number 1. Tree of Life. So, this card represents the energy of the magician. This is you taking a step forward to create that which you desire. It says fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. So if you feel like you've lost something, in all actuality, your blockages have been removed. You are now free to create from an authentic space as you've always meant to be. This is in fact a gift. And you have everything you need. You have all of your elements, all of your tools. And you're rooted in truth and magic, mystery, magic. Okay. I'm going to get a couple of these. That is too good. Unbound. The strings have been cut. This full moon, because a full moon is bright because it's reflecting the sun's light. It's fully illuminating the darkness. So we are in fact never in darkness because we have the sun during the day and the full moon during the night. So we're actually in the light for an entire day. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. The tethers that I talked about prior, a couple days ago. The tethers are being, 30-30. The tethers are being removed. And in this picture, it is the tethers that are preventing these figures from flying. And right underneath that is leap. Very interesting. I'm going to take those two. Protection under that. Call your power back. Okay. Oh, right. Exactly. We have the Council of Light, which is the Ascended Masters, and Mother Mary here supporting. We have Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. Again, full moon. Finally free is what I'm hearing. Free to move, expand. And then we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Who is siphoning your energy? What concepts, beliefs, ideas, commitments have you made or taken on that are not yours, in fact? That is something that is becoming very clear to you. The Council and Mother Mary. This is your 33 minutes. 33:06 to be exact. So this is your divine support. And the comfort in knowing, okay, so now these pearls of consciousness that are dropping down. If you see that, you see the pearls, that string. Oh, sorry. It looks very similar to one of the first cards we got of the sun. So it's this information coming down the chain. And it's time now. It's time. It's time for change. You know, this activation that is being sponsored by the sun or facilitated is bringing in this higher wisdom, truth, light. And it's here to heal you in your most authentic form, to nurture you. And that blue represents truth. The roses represent love. Because you are the beloved. I mean, it's really powerful. And we have the crumbling. And look at this, the falling away of this facade to reveal this beauty that is beneath it. Trust the niggle. Trust that feeling within you that is trying to speak to you. This crumbling says, what are you clinging to? Oh, this energy is intense. I can feel my solar plexus tightening and some pressure. Okay. Anything else here, Spirit? Okay. Your guidance is divinely guided. Akasha. So this is the Akashic records. This is you coming home to yourself. Okay. First card. Where are you being called to journey to? Followed by one of my favorites in this deck. Transformation. Look at the sun behind her and the DNA strand. Look at this DNA strand. Changes on a cellular level. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Then we have the ever unfolding rose. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Surrender. You know. And then we have share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, and expression. It's time to be your authentic self, which does take bravery. It does take courage. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. Exactly. It's time. It's time. And I'm being reminded, just to bring this back full circle to the beginning, when I was talking about people responding in a negative way to the changes and the upgrades that you're experiencing and the new way that you are presenting yourself. These are people that want to bring you back into the lower mud and the dirt that covers you and prevents you from flying, because they benefit from it in some way. So your way of dealing with this is taking the higher road, separating yourself from that, from them, from that place, whatever it is, and aligning with your higher truths, aligning with spiritual forces that are expanding you from within. I'm hearing, do not be fooled by the devil's tongue. So these people that you may or may not experience that try to pull you back, tell you that it's somehow wrong or bad or just incorrect for you to be this new version of you, which is actually the truth of you. You're being guided not to engage, not to take it in, to just separate from it. Okay, so I'm going to get just a couple more. I'm going to look at the Archangel deck here. Six of Michael at the bottom. Archangel Michael, the Archangel of Protection. You can always call upon him to assist you at any time. Six of Michael, it's the light at the end of the tunnel. Look at this ship is coming out of a storm into the light. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation or travel. It's a new you. And I cut straight open to the Emperor. Power, strength, Archangel Uriel. Intellect. Stability and efficiency, taking charge of a situation, ambitious plans. If someone doesn't agree with your plans, then you're just telling the wrong person. What I'm actually word for word hearing, if somebody does not agree with your plans, then you're telling the wrong somebody. That's what I'm hearing. So essentially, I'm hearing find new friends. Find new friends. It's time for new friends. This situation doesn't serve you. Michael again. Look at him, and he's sweeping away that which is no longer needed. Release your attachment to the outcome. Consider taking a more uplifting approach. Two of Raphael at 44 minutes. Interesting. Raphael is the Archangel of Healing. 444, angel number. Very interesting. Okay. Wow. That was fast. Okay. 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 So we have Queen of Michael. Clear. Intellectual. This says brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. You know exactly what to do. the benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. Quick thinking is what I'm hearing. Foresight, followed by the Magician. We had that earlier. Archangel Raziel. You can manifest the life that you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. And then we have Knight of Michael. This is powerful action. Using your magic and your intellect to powerfully move forward. It says, strong, committed, intellectual, and diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. Again, that Uranus, that change, it's time. It's time. I feel like I'm yelling. I'm sorry if I'm yelling. I'm just getting very excited, apparently. Michael is a very intense angel. Just so you know. He's very intense. He doesn't yell, but he speaks very firmly. Okay. I just said Michael is an intense angel. Ace of Michael. Yes, he's here. He's fully present. And yes, he is responding to that comment. He sure does. Speak very powerfully. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. I'm hearing no as a complete sentence. Boundaries. We had that earlier. Boundaries. People pleasing. No is a complete sentence. And then we have Four of Raphael. Okay. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. And we have dragonflies here representing spirit. Okay. This little girl is looking at her past fulfillments. And then we have, oh my God, the dragonflies here. So this is spirit is around you. And here comes Archangel Raphael with this opportunity. Okay? Where was it? What you need will magically appear. Okay? And then we have Three of Gabriel. Ships coming in. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So there is a lot of support here regarding this positive change, this level up, and this reconnection to truth and authenticity. Whatever is crumbling around you, allow it to leave. Allow it to stay behind as you move forward. Be confident. I mean, that's very perfect to close this out. confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause. The cause is you, okay? Instinctively knowing just what to do. Exactly. Because we have here you in your power, Queen of Michael. I don't know why I'm talking like that. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. And what that really implies is this is a moment for you to take steps for your life. You don't have to put your loved ones on the back burner. That's not what that means. But taking steps to secure your future, create something new, begin something new, collaborate, whatever it is. There's so much support. 50-50. Look that up. 5050. Change, new beginning. Change, new beginning. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. I'm sending so much love to all of you. I'm wishing you absolutely all the best, and I will talk to you soon.